Sundarajan, Govindarajan.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Na bacha?
Nothing, sir. Sir, Nishant, sir. He's sending some things, sir. Tell him, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, yesterday we have seen the control system, various control system. That too, with there are 3 or 4 different control system are usually available. With that, we have seen 2 major control system, and hydraulic and pneumatic system we have seen, and at the end we have seen the um, electrical drive system also, and we have given 2 different working principles in the system with working principle that today we will see. And we will start from the hydraulic system. Before that, I request some people to unmute your mic and please join with us till then. From Nirmal Nishant Saravanan, 77. Nishok,
Yes, sir.
78. Nodu Rahul, Tatacharya, 79. Tatacharya, number 80. Manisharan, number 81. Pooja, number 82. Pradeep, number 83. Pratish Kumar, number 84. Prasad Rao. You please unmute your mic and please join with us till the end. Please unmute your mic and please join the session till the end. Yes. During starting until you are starting to sleep. You are starting your sleeping. Give your presence.
Yes,
Go
sir.
to your chat box. Give your presence. Go to your chat box. Type your register number and send it to me. Those who are attending, please go to your chat box and type your register number and send it to me. Yes, like Nishant Saravanan did. I request all. Yes. Then why you are not responding? Yes. Yes. Okay, good. Those who are attending, please type your register number and send it to me. And I request some people to join with us. You please unmute your mic and please join with us. Yes. This is what the hydraulic and pneumatic system, and today we'll discuss about the hydraulic and pneumatic system, and the advantage over the hydraulic system and disadvantage. Similarly, we'll discuss the advantage and disadvantage with the pneumatic system. That will in today's class we'll make a visit over that too. And okay, the hydraulic power system generally has 3 basic elements. One is hydraulic pump, the other one is control unit, the third one is reciprocating cylinders or rotary motors. This is what the basic element which is in hydraulic system. Concerning the hydraulic pump, in an actual hydraulic system, a pump converts the mechanical power into fluid power. Intake of the pump is connected to a liquid source usually called a tank or a reservoir. See, here we have the reservoir, then oil filter, then we have the hydraulic pump. Then we have the control valves. The flow of pressurized liquid discharges by the pump is controlled by the valves, and usually the pressure control valves control the liquid pressure, and flow control valves control the liquid flow rate, and directional control valves control the direction of the flow of the liquid, and then we have hydraulic motor or a cylinder. The liquid discharge by the pump is directed to hydraulic motor or cylinder by control valves. Motor are used where rotary motion is desired, and cylinder are used where linear motion is necessary. See, when there is an rotary motion, at that time we need to prefer the motors, and when there is a linear motion, at that where we need to prefer the cylinders. And the components of hydraulic system, and we have pump. It delivers the high pressure fluid, and we have the pressure regulator. It limits the pressure in the system. We have valves. These control flow rates are and control the flow rate and pressure. And distribution system, it is composed of hose or pipes. We have the various lines, the speed line and return lines, and these are either pipes or hose, and the infrastructure consisting of elements contain the figure which contains various components as detailed above, that is pump, pressure regulator, valves and distribution system and all. And we need to discuss a little more things about the pumps, because pump is a major part in the hydraulic system, and it is usually driven by an electrical motor or IC engine. And the electrical motors are preferred when there is large induction motors, and at that time we can use the electrical motors. Either we can use here electrical motors or internal combustion engines, and the fluidized pressure generated by the pump used in heavy equipments. We need to we talk with the with the specification. We need to talk. And concerning this pumps, this hydraulic system, and it varies a pressure of 7 MPa to 21 MPa. In exactly we can say that from 6.9 MPa to 20.7 MPa this system can work. And we need to have a conscious that hydraulic system uses 7 to 21 MPa, but in the case of pneumatic system it is very lesser than the hydraulic system. And it is selected based on certain characteristics. The hydraulic fluid system may be selected. The good lubrication to prevent wear in moving component, and corrosion resistance, and incompressibility to provide rapid response. And the pumps may be classified into various things, either by hydrodynamic system or hydrostatic system. The hydrodynamic or non-positive displacement pump, and the other one is hydrostatic or positive displacement pump. See, here there is a pump is given, and that is spur gear pump, and that is classified under hydrostatic or positive displacement pump. And in that we have gear pump, vane pump, piston pump. Concerning the working principle of this gear pump, on one side we have oil inlet, on the other side it will disseminate the it will send the oil, and it sucks. And during rotation, in two gears, one might be with power source, the other might be in idle condition. Once the driving gears rotate, based on the rotation, the driven gear is also rotated, but that might be an idle gear. There won't be any power source with that of the second idle gear. And here oil is coming in at a suction port and filling the space between the teeth, is carried around the periphery and revolved and is finally pushed out to the discharge port. This is what the working principle of gear pump. The teeth of the gear have a perfect meshing, and that serves both to transmit the drive and to maintain a seal between the suction and the discharge side. And we need to be take care of this system, because oil trapped between the successive lines or successive lines of contact does not build up pressure, and therefore we need to be very conscious when we are handling with this hydraulic system. And we have other pumps also, like a vane pump and piston pump. And the wall symbols also we need to have a visit. Once we are familiar with this hydraulic and pneumatic system, I'll introduce various other aspects and other nomenclatures. And this is what the things which is related to hydraulic system. Okay, we'll talk some other thing. And once again we'll see what will happen in the pneumatic system. And okay, someone please share the current affairs. Please share the current affairs. That is concerning the Hindu. That is toolkit case to seek anticipatory bail. Lawyers flagged violation of norms in Disha arrest. See Disha, a just 22-second-old girl. And what happened? The Delhi police claimed that all norms and procedures were followed when they arrested uh, old climate activist Diksha A. Ravi. Yes, someone please unmute your mic and please share the content which is related to the current affairs. And yes, yesterday, yes, good. Someone. Gaurav Singh, yes, Gaurav Singh, tell me, Gaurav Singh.
I told sir, today is Saraswati Puja.
Today?
It's Saraswati Puja, sir.
Saraswati Puja. Oh, in which state?
It is popular in
It is in
Bengal, Maharashtra, Bihar.
Bengal, Bihar, and Maharashtra. Oh, very good, very good. Saraswati Puja, very good.
Entire Northeast also.
Oh. I think in Uttarakhand there is in flood. Around 140 people died in flood. I think so. Who is from Uttarakhand? Anyone from Uttarakhand? In our industrial robotics, anyone from Uttarakhand? No one, nah? And concerning the Allahabad Bank and integration of Allahabad Bank and Indian Bank, anyone knows about the information? Yesterday, I have requested one to make a detailed note about the happenings, and please go ahead. Gaurav, yesterday we requested one. Who is that person? Gaurav? Chitesh?
I'm not sure, sir, who was that.
Chitesh?
Sir, I also don't remember, sir. I think it's
Today we have requested one person to make a detailed note about
From A section, I guess, sir. It was from A section.
yes. Yes, who? I think okay, he will give time to he himself to introduce and to disseminate the content. I think Kumar Raja, no. Afsal, I think Afsal and Shanmuham, Nikhil Shanmuham. Okay, anyway, we'll see some videos related to robotics, and once the videos is over, then we will have a visit over the pneumatic system, and please see the videos. Yes, it is audible. It is audible.
yes, sir. It's audible.
See the cycle time and the product. Cycle time. You see, there is an partition between the robotic arm and the lane, and there won't be any human interference when there is an product in the in this lane. And if it is so, think what it happened. There is an person who is standing here and watching or monitoring. What happens? The robotic arm won't understand the presence of the human, and it may harm the human during the process. And that is what we are the recent research going on to have a smooth smooth conversation between the robot and the human being. There is an when there is an intervention, when there is an collaboration, how we can have a collaboration without harmful activities, how the human may be associated with the in sequence line. And that is what the research in recent days. Is bionic staff hand, which is inspired by the human hand. Pesto company. See the 3D textile knitted fabric used to actuate the robotic arm. It is activated by the electrical sensors and a flexible printed circuit board and tactile force sensors. Flexibilities. See here, actuation at this point and here. Similarly here and here. And proportional piezo, 24 proportional piezo. Here we need to have a motherboard not to handle a single hand. Task. See, validation, identifying model parameter. And see what is happening. Parallel learning. Continuous transfer process. See how it is handling is very similar to that of the human. Still learn. That is what with bionic soft hand and fully automatic robotic solution for palletizing. Manually pallet for games and perform operation. Yes. The performance. Here we have the Scara robot, and that too it was designed by our National Small Industrial Corporation, that is NSIC, and it was applied to handle the bottles, that is automatic bottle handling for bottling plant solution, and the product name is Delta Scara robot, which was integrated solution using Delta Scara for high speed crate loading and unloading. It's 600 play load 6 kg per 600. They themselves given the benefits of this particular SCARA robot, and there will be human no human interference and easy to program and quick return on investment, safe working, higher productivity.
For more than 85 years, Omron has helped perfect the art of
Here, how the human interference maybe happened with the robotic arm or robotic system.
building machines that help humans. Now, we introduce a machine specifically built to work with people. Meet the Omron TM Collaborative Robot Series. This is a robot designed with a singular vision, human and machine, working together in perfect harmony. A robot so versatile, it adapts to any number of tasks. Guided by a state-of-the-art robot vision system designed to recognize a reference point, the robot can be moved and perform its tasks with no additional setup. This robot also collaborates with other machines, performing a wide range of applications relevant to almost any industrial environment. From machine tending to pick and place to screw driving. This is a robot governed by intuitive software that allows you to easily customize functions. No coding knowledge required. Simply drag and drop a pre-programmed application from the plug-and-play library to set up.
This is what we need to have a conscious. And once we are very familiar during robot building or robot manufacturing, and what might be the conscious thing is, and the user it should be a user friendly robot, and it won't have much programs how the Omran did. There is a pick and place software is enough to handle with the robotic arm. That is what we need to remember. That is what you need to do. And your robot or your product should be user friendly. It won't the various software which usually prefer based on the user friendliness we usually prefer. That is what we need to have a conscious during manufacturing of any product, and if that is what same in the case of robotics also.
Your robot, and it's ready to help you right out of the box, wherever you may need it. And coming soon, an integration with Omron's industry-leading mobile robots will allow autonomous repositioning for any task in your factory.
See?
The versatile, safe, and mobile Omron TM Industrial Collaborative Robot. Human and machine in perfect harmony.
Is human and machine in perfect harmony. See the logo or tag which is from Omron. Human and machine with perfect harmony. See, there is a MATLAB project. How the robotic arm recognizing the colors and during pick and place, how the robotic arm recognizing the colors and placing in a perfect order. See.
Sure.
See, there are three different rows are available, and from where it is picking, and that is what we need to have visit, and from where There are various products are arranged in a sequence, and see, once again I am playing.
Starting a business nowadays is easy.
This is what you have seen yesterday, and see from where it is picking the components from which row, and which is the appropriate tool path or a path for placing the dropping the components. See, it's taking from the first row. The robotic arm picking the component from the first row, and that too with which color?
Please, Austin.
Blue.
Please.
So one
And
question.
then yes.
So what will happen if any of the colored balls is not there?
Pardon.
So what will happen if any of the colored balls are not placed there? Means a blue color is ball is missing, but the darts are same.
It won't pick. It won't pick. If there won't be any component, it won't pick.
Okay.
It recognizes the colors that too with components. It recognizes the colors that too with components, and it has some the shortest tool path to place the components. That is what I am in the second time placing. See, if it is picking the red color, what happens? It again picks the red color from the shortest tool. See, it is the red color, and again it tries to lift the red color, and then which is very nearer? The second one is very nearer, and then again it is picking from the first row. No, second row. Green. Yes. Now see what happens.
Dang.
Yes. Do you want to share anything?
Starting a business nowadays is easy.
Yes. Do you want to share anything? Yes. If it is nothing to share, then we'll have a visit over the pneumatic circuit. And usually, the pressurized air is used to control this pneumatic system, and the air is used as a fluid because it is safe, it is less expensive, and readily available, and it can be injected and exhausted directly to the atmosphere. And the return line is not necessary as with hydraulic system. See, when there is in the case of hydraulic system, we should have a return line, and but in the case of pneumatic system, we doesn't require any such return lines. And when we are talking about the hydraulic and pneumatic, we should have the attention towards the difference between the pneumatic system and hydraulic system. The fluid generally found in pneumatic system is air. In the case of hydraulic system, it is oil. And primarily, the different properties of the fluids involved that characterize the difference between these two systems. And some comparisons are pneumatic system or fire and explosion proof, whereas in the case of hydraulic system, it won't be, unless non-flammable liquids are preferred. At that time only it is suited. And in pneumatic system, no return pipes are used, where in the case of hydraulic system we require return pipes. The normal operating pressure of the pneumatic system is very much lower. See, when there is a pneumatic system, here we have given a pneumatic circuit, and this ranges between 500 kilopascal to 1 megapascal, where in the case of hydraulic system, that range is 7 times larger than this one, 7 MPa to 21 MPa. See how variations with the oil and air pressures, and therefore the normal operating pressure of pneumatic system is much lower, where in the case of hydraulic it is it is higher. The accuracy of pneumatic actuator is poor at low velocities, whereas accuracy of the hydraulic actuator may be satisfactorily in all velocities. Concerning the power of pneumatic system, it is less than those of hydraulic system. And mm, and please refer the textbook for we have some other difference also. I request you to have a visit over the textbook for now to find the various difference of this pneumatic and hydraulic system. And various components in pneumatic system are given in the illustration. And we have the compressor, and I have detailed the pressure, that is we can operate from 500 kilopascal to 1 megapascal. And due to this lower operating pressure, the pneumatic actuator generate much lower force when compared to the hydraulic actuator. And we have the air treatment unit. And see here, here they are mentioned, that is the air conditioning unit, sometimes it is called as the air treatment unit. After the inlet air is compressed, the excess moisture and heat are removed from the air with an air treatment unit. Once we are trying to compress the air, what happens, try to increase the pressure, as well as it might increase the temperature, and therefore that has to be removed. And that is what the air treatment or air conditioning unit will do. And concerning the reservoir, see here we have the reservoir tank and all. Here we have very clear illustration. And unlike a hydraulic pump, which provide positive displacement of fluid at high pressure when there is in demand, compressor cannot provide high volume of pressure in the air responsibly. Therefore, a large volume of compressed air is stored in a reservoir or tank. And the reservoir is equipped with a pressure sensitive switch that activates the compressor when the pressure starts to fall below the desired level. And we have control valve and actuators, and the control valves and actuator act in much the same way as in hydraulic system. Instead of resulting fluid to tank, the air is simply returned to the atmosphere. And that is what happening in the case of pneumatic system. And we need to make a note about the pneumatic system or open system, because it always processing in new air, whereas in the case of hydraulic system it is a closed system. We are using the oils again and again, and therefore the pneumatic system or open system, and the hydraulic system is a closed system. Since the air is compressible, pneumatic cylinders are not typically used for application requiring accurate motion between the endpoints, especially in the presence of varying loads. And concerning the various valves, we have two-way valve, three-way valve, four-way valve, and five-way valve. One by one will introduce various the direction control valves. And further we have the pneumatic check valve, flow control valve, pneumatic shuttle valve, whether it might be a R type or N type, quick exhaust valve, time delay valve. These are the valves we need to have a visit. And this is what in pneumatic circuit. In today's class, what we have seen, we have disseminated the information related to hydraulic system and the pneumatic system. And do you have any doubts or any queries with today's lecture? Do you have any query?
No, sir.
Okay, if you don't have any query, we'll meet tomorrow. As Chitish requested, I have uploaded all the videos in YouTube. You can even I have shared the YouTube link through the WhatsApp as well as via MS Team. I have sent. If you have any doubts, you please go through the video contents. And thank you, Undal. Tomorrow we'll meet at 12:30. We'll meet.
Yes, sir. So the CT, what are the CT portions, sir?
CT portions till March 2nd. That is March 3rd is our class.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Therefore, the portions which is covered till March 2nd might be the syllabus. We'll cover around two units. I think we'll cover the unit 1 and unit 2. The end effector, we have discussed the end effector and all. That is unit 2. The contents which is covered in unit 1 and unit 2 might be the syllabus. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, also this PPTs also, please, sir.
Yes, once the units are over, I'll upload. Don't worry.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. We'll meet tomorrow.